Hagerty Classic Car TV.
It's very early Friday morning. We've got Thursday's results from the Scottsdale auctions. I'm Rob Sass for Hagerty Classic Car TV. I'm joined by Randy Nonnenberg from BarrettJackson, Dave Kinney, publisher of the Hagerty Price Guide. Let's get going with Bonhams, their inaugural sale here in Scottsdale. Dave, you want to tell us about it?
Yeah, Bonhams, 37 cars sold of 67 offered, a total of 58% and 5.5 million. Top seller, 1937 Mercedes-Benz 540K Cabriolet, $667,000. Nice strong money for that car. Probably has a lot of potential to do a little bit more for somebody who wants to do a little more fixing up on that car, but good money dollars. Yep. We should note this was Bonham's first time here at Scottsdale. They had an excellent location, really nice at Weston Kierland. Good looking place, good looking setup, a real class act.
It was impressive.
They did a nice job.
Yeah, Brandy and I walked through during the preview and looked at some of the cars that didn't make the top three. Some interesting stuff there. Randy, what jumped out at you?
Absolutely. Of the sale numbers, one of the cars that jumped out at me was a 1968 Shelby Mustang GT 500 KR fastback, a dark green fastback that looked pretty great in the flesh, and it brought a bid much lower than we anticipated, and we think that might have been a deal.
That loose at $60,000 they had?
Yeah, after the all the fees, I believe it was just over $70,000.
Amazing. Somebody got a great deal.
Quite a buy.
Yep. RM back at the Biltmore.
Yeah, RM's numbers, 50 sold, 50 sold out of 53 offered, 94%, $7.6 million in their top car, a 1959 BMW 507 Roadster. Car had the Rudge wheels. It was restored by RM in Canada. They did a very nice job on the car. It looks good. I'm sure they're very happy with the results. 990, we call that a full $1 million most of the time. Hey, by the time the guy puts it on a trailer, pays tax for it, he's well into $1 million for it. So.
Yep. All right, moving on to Rousseau. $2.8 million tonight. Dave, you want to give us the rest of the details?
Yeah, well, they did $2.8 million on their first night here for this year. 126 cars sold of 200 offered for 63%. A very good rate for Rousseau. Very good rate for anybody as far as that goes. And their top seller,
Randy, top seller
was a Pontiac Solstice 2006.
And how much did it bring?
And it brought $83,600.
Solstice owners everywhere
are rejoicing, including
Mr.
Dave Kinney.
I own a 2006 Solstice. I'm a happy boy. Mine's not a custom, but at $83,600, I think my Solstice is sleeping a little calmer here the next few nights.
I think probably so. All right, moving on to Barrett-Jackson. Their third night. Dave, what do their numbers look like?
Looks like 259 sold of 259 offered. That's 100%. Now, keep in mind that they do have a couple of reserve cars coming up tomorrow, but so far it's been, I believe, everything, all no reserve. Top seller, a NASCAR car, a car for charity, a 2010 Dodge Charger. Brought $250,000, a cool $250,000.
Yep. The number two car, though, pretty interesting. A 1968 Ford Mustang custom fastback at $242,000. Now, Randy, a little bit earlier tonight at RM, we saw a 65 Shelby GT350 sell for
under $200,000, 180 or so,
yep,
plus fees. It was a nice car that was, more traditional than maybe the custom that was being sold at Barrett-Jackson, which brought all this money, and that's a lot of money for a custom fastback.
I think for all of us, our take on this is that the market's back on some of these cars. Last year we were talking about only these big dollar cars bringing big money and selling. This very general terms basically, but we did see some cars in the $20,000, $30,000, $100,000 range that did very well over the last few days, both at Barrett and now at these sales. One more caveat: these sales, the numbers are subject to change. A lot of times they'll sell a car after the auction ended that we don't know about quite yet. Also, we should point out that Barrett's, this is their third day of auctioning, and their 665 cars sold of 665 offered, again 100%, 21.9 million. So they're winning the race at this point in the dollar department.
Yep. And we should note that we're $38 million right now versus $30 million by this time last year. We did have the addition of the Bonham sale, but still $8 million ahead of the pace from last year. That's it for Thursday results. I'm Rob Sass with Randy Nonnenberg and Dave Kinney for Hagerty.